Hello, my name is Chesney Shortnessy and I work with Arkansas Disability Coalition. This is a project for family to family and it's our care planning book. We put this together for the families that we work with so that they can have one place to put all the information that they need. When we do a training for the family, we go back and at the end of the training, we do a survey so that they can go back and let us know what they think about the information that's in the book, and they can mail this back to us, especially now that we have limited contact with families. If we mail this book to them, they can then mail the survey back to us and let us know if it was helpful and if there's any added information they'd like for us to share. So I'd like to go over this folder with you and share what we've put together for our families. So I'm going to go over these slides, and this will be available to share with you during the conference. This is the care planning book, and here is our purpose. It's designed for the hope that we can better equip families and, when possible, individuals with disabilities adequately participate in the process of overall health care. This book can be customized for each family's need to maintain records and become a confident advocate. The tabs and materials are given as a place to start keeping records. However, this book is easy to customize on an individual basis, as we strongly encourage that the binder be used the way your family needs to use it. So this book can be used in any way you need us to help you use it. And as you'll see as we go through it, there are many ways it can be used. We have tabs that will go through and show you the different information that is also inserted that we've added to. So there's a little bit of information about who we are that we share, and our phone number if you need to contact us, our address, our website, and a list of the sections that are in the book. So behind each tab are medical records, access to health care, correspondence and contacts, therapy, behavior plans, school records, transition plan, emergency plans, and resources. Now, not everyone is going to have to use every section in the book, and we realize that, but some will utilize all sections. First, medical records. The Vital Records Guide. This is in here placed, and we have been given this Vital Records Guide by the Governor's Council on Developmental Disabilities. This is a very helpful tool. There are lots of places to add information. There are places to list your medical expenses, your medication logs, doctor's information, a place to list for a babysitter if you have a babysitter that comes in and you need to give them specific information. Just a lot of helpful information goes in this one book right here. And then behind this, we have the 6 core elements of healthcare transition 2.0. This is a very helpful guide. A lot of information you'll want to go over. We can share this with you. You can look it up at www.gottransitions.org. I'd recommend you go to their site and look this up. It's very handy, very helpful. It has a lot of great information on transitioning healthcare. Front and back, we have a lot of information to share here on healthcare. The next topic we have is access to care. Let's go back. Under access to care, we have Title V, children with special health care needs, case management, care coordination, Title V, family support, respite programs, parent advisory council, and Title V application packet. These are all some supports that are listed here that are just helpful for parents to look up, and resources that they would find helpful. Next, the next tab is correspondence. This is a place that is very useful to put letters, business cards, flyers, any information you would want to share, to store and keep handy that is for your own records. You could put a sleeve for your, like I said, your business cards, anything from your insurance providers, newsletters, support groups, all of those kinds of things could go here. The next tab is therapy. Here, it could include all sorts of therapies: ABA therapy, developmental therapy, nutrition therapy, occupational therapy, recreational therapy, respiratory therapy, physical therapy. All of that information you could keep here, and it's easy to keep track of it when you have it all in one place. Next would be your behavior plan. Now, if you'd look with me at school records, here we've given an example of an individual health plan. This is just an example for someone to look at so they have an idea of what that might look like, what may be on one. So there's just some examples. Also, you may keep emergency information forms here. The next tab, if you go here, you're going to have transition. Transition information would go here. Here we have listed Arkansas Transition Services. These are our regional consultants. Here are all their names, phone numbers, contact information, email. So each coordinator has theirs listed here. Continued there. And then behind that, we have the Parent Advisory Councils list 1 through 10 pages of transitioning. This is a guide and the plan for transitioning success. So this is really great information on transitioning plans through school to adulthood. Next, if you look at this with me, it's the emergency plan. Here we have a family disaster plan, which is provided by the American Red Cross. And then we have the Smart 911. The registration form information is provided here so that parents can see how to register for Smart 911. And then here, this has people thinking about maybe some things they hadn't thought of before with their evacuation plan. It even talks about the family pets, where would you go if you had an emergency, It's something to talk about with your family members. This is provided, like I said, by American Red Cross. And here, this last tab here is resources. We've provided the RHIP form, and this is an application for RHIP and an explanation. So this helps give a definition and guidelines for families so that they understand the Arkansas Health Insurance Premium Application Form, the guidelines, and so if they're interested, they can then fill this out. And also included is the AR 1000 DC tax form, which is a $500 adjustment tax form for families that have a disability, and the physician form that they can take this to the physician and they can sign off on that and send that with their taxes for the adjustment. And then recently we've provided here in the back folder, we had this for extra information, anything that they wanted to store. We've recently added a COVID-19 plain language guide. It's by and for people with disabilities, and we provided this in English and Spanish. This is a very plain language guide. It explains COVID-19, and it not only explains it, but it has pictures along with it, and it discusses what is COVID-19, how do you get it, and it goes along through here and it tells you what to do if you're sick. It tells you how to stay healthy, how to wash your hands, how to sneeze and cough into your elbow, and what to do, how to keep your hands busy, maybe tap your hands, use a fidget spinner, use your hand sanitizer, what to do if you are sick. If your staff person is sick, what should you do? It's just a really good guide about COVID-19, and it's just very basic instructions, but it's really helpful. So we wanted to share this. And then lastly, this is the family advocacy tip sheet we wanted to share. So that every family member can be their best advocate for their own family. And that is the end of our family care planning book. I hope this is helpful and you found the information helpful. If you would like the slides, they'll be available at the Pack Bistro. I appreciate you and thank you very much.